Well, Colonel Tyler, I can safely say that I am very proud of our country. We've fought our way out of recession and the future has never looked brighter.
I think you're too modest, Mr. Fisherman. I and the rest of the country feel that the current success of our nation is down to you.
Ha! I feel that's a tad unfair. We must remember all the other hard-working people that run our country daily.
Of course. But moving on to other matters. First of all...
Mr. Prime Minister!
What is the meaning of this?
We have to evacuate you from England immediately. Intelligence has revealed that the GRM are about to make more aggressive moves.
Aggressive in what way?
GRM, we've tracked you here.
Bastard!
Come on, where are you going?
I've got to contact Commander Village.
Dismissed, Corporal.
Sir.
Message. Accept.
Commander, thank goodness you're still alive.
Pardon?
I was afraid they might have gotten you as well.
Calm down, Terence. Now tell me, what's going on?
So you haven't heard the news already?
News? What news?
A troop of GRM soldiers breached the Prime Minister's country home.
What? Just now?
Yes, Commander.
Is Jeff all right?
I'm afraid not, Commander. The Prime Minister and Colonel Tyler were both gunned down by a GRM soldier.
Then how did you survive?
I was able to neutralize 3 of them, and now I'm hiding in the communications room.
I'll send down a platoon of soldiers to relieve you immediately. Stay where you are, Terence. We'll need you for a full statement later.
Of course, Commander Military. I just think...
Terence!
So anyway, I took him to the garage, and they said, yeah, well, the carburetor's gone. No, I didn't. At ease. Now, I understand that you are all on your break period, but I rather need you to help me. I just knew he was going to say that. Why can't you ask some soldiers on duty, Commander? Unfortunately, they're all down at the training centre giving a weapons demonstration. You're all the troops we have currently. What do you want us to do, Commander? As you may be aware, an attack was made on the Prime Minister's country home. I was contacted by Terence, one of his bodyguards. Before he was able to inform me of the details, the line went dead. So you want us to search the building? I will accompany you, of course. Well, of course you will receive 2 weeks paid leave by means of compensation. Can't argue with that. When do we leave? Immediately, I have some jeeps waiting. You two search upstairs. Very good, sir. We'll search down here. I was hoping that Terence must have somehow been mistaken.
We'll avenge him, Commander.
Yes, they'll pay for what they've done.
Help!
Terence! I'm sorry, Commander. Get out now! Good evening, gentlemen, and thank you for attending this high-priority meeting on such short notice.
Thank you. As the Prime Minister's advisor, I don't get to see much of our military, and to meet you, the head of the BAEC, is a great honour.
Thank you, Mr. Cromwell. I would like to welcome William Dale, Colonel Tyler's advisor, Harry Durnhill, Vice Prime Minister, and Albert Cromwell, the Prime Minister's advisor. Now I trust you all know why you are invited here today? To discuss the imminent threat of the GRM. We shall discuss that shortly. But first, it is with deep regret that I have to share bad news with you, gentlemen. Earlier today, while in conference with my subordinate, Colonel Tyler, Prime Minister Jeff Fisherman was assassinated by GRM soldiers in his country house.
But this is
Impossible to
absolutely
believe.
terrible.
Colonel Tyler was also killed by the soldiers. The Prime Minister's bodyguards, Terence Boyle and Sam Lewson, were able to neutralise the soldiers, but were both killed. At least I thought Terence was killed. When searching the house yesterday afternoon, I discovered Terence tied to a chair with a pack of C4 strapped to his chest. I just managed to make it out alive, but unfortunately the others with me were not so lucky. And these assassins were definitely of the GRM. Yes, Terence was quite sure. I feel I must disagree. The GRM are just a group of ultra-nationalists, and have no need to assassinate the Prime Minister without any apparent motive.
So what you're saying is that these people could be a distant group of terrorists?
Yes. Remember the 7/7 bombings 15 years ago? We caught the criminals within a matter of weeks, and it will be no different with these terrorists, I assure you. Thank you, Mr. Dale. However, I do not believe that it is quite as simple as that. I agree with the commander. The GRM are definitely starting to rise in prominence. 2 months ago, a platoon of Russian soldiers, weapons and vehicles were stationed on the Russian-Ukrainian border for part of an exclusive news report. The soldiers, while waiting for the TV crews to arrive, were standing around, having a laugh. When they saw a troop of vehicles arriving, they naturally assumed that it was the TV crew. In reality, it was a group of GRM soldiers. They killed the Russian soldiers and disappeared with the vehicles and weapons. The TV crew arrived to find the dead soldiers lying there. I have not heard that. Perhaps the GRM are stepping up their operations. However, the vehicles and weapons they acquired are surely no match for our military might. If they have the resources, they could start replicating these vehicles. Slowly but surely, the GRM would become a deadly threat. I think we should leave the meeting at that. You must all be tired after your respective journeys here, and combined with the news of the Prime Minister, it seems silly to continue. This meeting is adjourned for now, and we shall pick it up tomorrow. Now, would you gentlemen like to join me for an aperitif so that we can discuss less foreboding tides?
Sounds
I
like a
command
very
from
good idea.
that.
Yes, please.
If we are to succeed, we must recruit more troops, and we will need more raw materials if we are to replicate our well-accustomed vehicles and weapons.
Perhaps a radar factory.
No, my forces are still too small. I would need more men and equipment.
Unless I hit a small establishment.
Governor, my lord, the informer wishes to speak to you immediately. Good. Allow him to pass. As you wish, my lord. Now, some more news can come to play. Governor, I feel I must ask, who actually is the informer? A fluent question. Unfortunately, I can give it no answer, for even I do not know his true identity. But he has sworn oath to the GRM and he gets the job done, so I let him work in his secret. Is that safe, my lord? He knows the punishment for breaking oath to the GRM. Death. Painful death.
It is good to speak to you again, Lord.
The feeling is mutual, I assure you. I also believe that you have important information that you wish to present.
That is correct, my lord. I have stolen information from the British Army Elite Corps that may be of use to you. The traps that was laid for Commander Military in the house of the dead Prime Minister Jeff Fisherman failed to kill Military himself, but did kill his accompanying soldiers.
Unfortunate. However, there will be more opportunities in the future. What else do you know?
The Vice Prime Minister, Harry Durnhill, has now hastily been elected as Prime Minister of England. Albert Cromwell, advisor to Jeff Fisherman, is now Durnhill's advisor. William Dale, former advisor to Colonel Tyler, has been given the position of Durnhill's military advisor. Commander Military needs no advisor.
Yes, I have heard much about this Commander Military and his exceptional skill. Ha! It was long my plan to kill him also. Once England, that snivelling country, learns of our hostile intentions, then they will have no choice but to comply. If not, we shall strike more and more governmental figureheads.
You will always have my support, my lord.
Our next move must be to kill Commander Military. Under the cover of darkness, I will send a troop of my most loyal soldiers to parachute into his base and kill him. In the unlikely event of failure, it will be your job to find out where he will next move to base. That, if necessary, will be our second chance.
I anticipated this move on your part, my lord. Your parachutists will be shot down if they do not have the correct clearance code to enter the BAEC airspace. I have stolen the code and have it here.
Ha! Well anticipated, line former. My plan is now surely immaculate, providing my men do not fail to kill Commander Military.
I am sure that they will not, Governor, my lord.
No, they won't.
It's a shame that Harry couldn't be here, but with being elected as Prime Minister or that, he could hardly find the time.
It is unfortunate, but I'm sure we will have opportunities aplenty to confer with Harry in future. Now it's nearly 11:30 at night, gentlemen, and I'm sure that you are wanting to get to your quarters. Before we leave, are the perimeter defences adequate for this base? Of course, we have round-the-clock guards. I am deeply concerned for you, Commander. If the GRM considers your subordinate worthy of assassination, then they will surely try to take your life as well. Please state the clearance code or leave the area immediately.
21X9 ETK7A.
Thank you, you are cleared for entry. I assure you, William, the defences are quite impenetrable. You hear that plane? It would have been asked for an access code before being allowed clearance into the base. I assure you, any persons with hostile intentions would not be able to enter the base. Did you hear? Final score, Arsenal 7, Man United 0. Would you have believed it? No. This is turning into one hell of a season for Arsenal. What team do you support anyway? CSKA Moscow. Henderson? Henderson?
What's happening, man?
The GRM are attacking.
So much for the impenetrable defences.
Never mind about that now. You need to get out of the base immediately. I'll deal with the GRM.
But you're in danger, man. Go!
What happened? I defeated the GRM, but it was a close thing. You must now agree that you should be moved to a safer location, such as a safe house or the Royal London Military Headquarters. No, I will not run from the GRM. If I were to do that, then it would appear that I fear them, and that would be letting them win. I shall stay here. The honour of our Queen's country is in my name. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow, but one day, the GRM threat will be dissolved by the army that I command.